What's happening? What's happening? Yo, this your boy Q the Truth on the Marijuana Minutes podcast. I got my boy Trap in here with me.
Gang.
You know, we got Jackie Bear in the building.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah. Hey, man, what's happening, y'all? This is another episode of the Marijuana Minutes podcast, like I said. And
13?
Yeah, something like that, man. We up to 13, man. And I just want to take a moment and tell all you guys, you know, who's listening to us and who started listening to us, who continually supporting the Marijuana Minutes podcast, man, that we greatly appreciate it. And you know, we do this for y'all, man. We really just like what we're doing, and we really appreciate the support. I think you know, me and the co-host, you know, I think that we can all agree on that, right?
Yeah. Appreciate y'all holding us down. Marijuana Minutes fam.
Yo, that's what it is.
There are all our people in Canada right now.
Shout out to the people in Canada, Brazil, and South Africa. With the host of everybody else. You know, but we definitely appreciate everybody, man. How was everybody's week though, yo?
Oh, we was lit. As usual, just fresh back from the beach, smelling like waves. Can't behave. Out here.
He's gonna turn into a grain of salt.
That nigga smell like ocean water and fish feet.
Right, he's gonna turn into a grain of sand or some salt or some salt on one day.
Let me tell you about that salt life.
Salt
real
life.
Nigga, folk life. Yeah. It is salt life.
Water. That's what you're gonna turn into.
I'm fluid. What time? I'm about to get my black belt.
Yo, but man, hey man, listen, Jackie, how was your week?
I said it was all right. It was decent.
Oh, I didn't even hear you. Too busy. This gas kind of loud, so you know you gotta speak up.
What you was doing this week?
Oh nah, man, I ain't do shit this week. Surviving, bro.
Yeah.
Nigga making ends meet, try to damn feed the family, you feel me? We doing what we doing. We doing what we doing. We do what we do. All right. Now, with that being said, I was talking to Jackie earlier, Trap, and you probably wasn't around, and she had asked me a question. Jackie, go ahead, ask that question. What you asked her.
If you were on death row and it was your time to, you know, be executed, and you had the chance to get your last meal, whatever you wanted, what would it be?
Kim Kardashian. I'm just kidding. I don't know what I would want really, but I know one thing. It would definitely be the most expensive thing I could possibly get. And I heard about a $700 steak last week or something.
I think it was $750.
Yeah, it was $750, something like that. So I would probably want that and something else that's gonna break the government's pocket.
I know. No. I know what you're doing. Fuck that shit. Everybody listening to me on death row right now, listen up. This is what you need to do.
Hold tight to the soap.
No, look, for real. Order your food, right? But get rice. Make sure you order some rice and eat it grain for grain.
Stretch it out.
Grain. Yeah. I'm gonna prolong this motherfucker. I don't know how long they'll let you just sit there and prolong your thing, but that'll be the day. Yeah, that'll be the day you learn how to eat with chopsticks. I'm trying to
pick
tell
up
you,
one grain,
one grain at a time. Yeah. Be letting the shit fall back out your mouth.
The video I was watching earlier, I think somebody prolonged it for about 11 days. I forgot what they ordered, but they had something that was just gonna. They took their precious time to eat.
Bro, I don't even know. That shit's like 10 days old, bro. God damn.
I eat some 10-day-old rice. What would you get, Jackie Bear?
To survive, hell yeah, I would. Yeah, Jack, what you get?
So I would get some steak. Don't know what kind of get, but I would get some steak. Oh, some bacon wrapped filet mignon. Because I haven't had it in so long.
Yeah, you got to get the most unhealthy thing because it can't kill you anyway. They're going to kill you for that.
Exactly.
Give me extra grease and cholesterol on everything. Just Give me a couple. Y'all got a couple of cholesterol.
Hey, be like, you know what, matter of fact, just give me that Crisco off the counter right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drink that to wash it down. I'm gonna dip my cigarette in some Crisco.
I'm not done. I'm not done my menu, people.
All right, my bad, girl.
Okay. I will get some shrimp scampi.
Okay.
I will get some tacos.
Oh.
It's just a lot of my favorite stuff. I will get some tacos. And then, what else would I get?
FSDB lasagna.
Oh, do better.
Oh, no.
Do
Did I
better.
say
Do better. God damn, you can do better. You could buy that shit out the damn store and it'd be better than that, bro.
Get some cafeteria. That little Frito bowl was hitting though. Don't lie, that chili Frito bowl was hitting.
No. What was hitting was that goddamn. It was that chicken nugget bowl with the motherfucking with the taters and the or the rice. When they had the chicken bowl, them chicken bowls.
Jackie, what's the last thing you would get?
I think I would get some banana pudding for dessert.
Like you're gonna be able to fit that. I thought
you ain't gonna fit none of that shit. Jackie ain't
Yeah,
fit tacos after that steak.
I probably wouldn't eat all of it, but I would eat like some of everything.
Maybe on the 5th date, your cookie's gonna be soggy in the banana pudding. You're gonna want that. Like, bruh, what's going on?
I don't think I will try to prolong it or anything. It's just that's what my meal would be.
That's a lot of food. You ain't got no choice but to prolong that. Jackie,
but to drink. What should I get to drink?
Moet and Hennessy.
No, you need water, bro. You got at this point, you only need water. Ain't like
right. That's what I was thinking earlier. I was like, just some water because there's no, particular drink that I would want.
Moet and Hennessy.
Oh, you know what I do? I'll probably like spike my blood pressure or my sugar so that they don't kill me. Like they can't kill me. So like drink
I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah, it is. You can't kill an ill person. That's why some people try to.
Law?
Yeah, some people try to harm themselves before they go to death row so that they can prolong them being killed. Because when they don't kill people who are like terminally ill and stuff like that in prison and on death row. Now I've heard that all over the place, but I'm going to probably look that up before this aired, and if it's not truth, I'll take it out.
What you call it? So what's going on with your meal? What would you get?
Oh, okay. So, bro, it's crazy because I want a lot of things. First of all, I want the fattest backwood I could possibly get in America. Matter of fact, I want my shit made customly for just me to smoke. I want that bit to be as big as a fucking concrete telephone pole. All right? That's number one. All right? So you're going to need about an ounce.
That's not really a meal, but... Okay.
No, I'm getting that though. I'm getting that because I got to smoke. It's going
to be fat as a telephone pole. Can you fit your mouth around that, pause?
It's gonna have to fit.
Jackie, man, what you think?
And you don't have experience with sucking dick. Therefore, that'll be interesting as shit.
I mean, but it's a big old blunt, so all I technically got to do is just put my lips and just pull. I don't have to like. You ain't gonna have to.
Yeah, bro. You're making me uncomfortable. Go to the next. All right.
No.
I don't want to hear what you're doing with your lips and all that. And the third, just go.
I'm just saying, you gotta have that blunt because that's what's gonna get you right for everything. Then you get you some ribs, smothered with the barbecue sauce. You get you some rice ribs. I don't want no chicken on my plate. Not no damn barbecue chicken, at least.
I feel you on the ribs though.
Yeah, you get the ribs, right? Then I want soul food. Like if I want to go out, because when you kill me, I want to take the most runchiest shit ever.
You want some fat back? You want some hog maw?
Bro, I don't want, hold up, bro. Why you jumping out the fucking window, bro? Hog maws, pig feet?
Fat back,
I'll take some pig feet and pigtails. I'll take that.
Oh, you from the hood? I ain't know Jackie
I
Man.
am.
I never knew you
People
from the
think
hood.
I be lying, but I truly am.
Wait a minute.
Oh my God, Jackie Man's
Hold
from the
on.
hood though. Period.
Hold on. We done took a turn here on marijuana minutes. Hold on. Look. First of all.
The hell.
First of all, pig ears, pig feet.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Chitlins?
come on.
You eat chitlins?
You eat chitlins too, bro?
No, I don't. No,
Okay.
never
So
have.
you do
Look,
got
I'll
some
be
kind
honest
of
with you.
standards.
This partnership
Lord.
was going to be over, boy. If you would have said yeah, we would have been done.
Yeah, that's
We-
it. That's the end of
No.
the podcast.
Yeah, it was bro.
I don't eat that trash. No.
Yeah, you
How you
can't,
going?
bro.
This is the same person talking about you big feet and pig ear and pigtails.
Yeah, but I think that's a little different, bro. Like, honestly, if I had to pick, I'm going to eat the pig foot before I eat the chitlins, bro. And if that's life or death, you know what I'm saying? I got to pick. Like, there's a big difference.
Y'all underestimate them if they're cooked. Like, it depends on how they're cooked and what they're cooked in. They be so good.
Everybody from the hood be saying that. They be like, "Yeah, man, we just ate a bag of cockroaches. It's just how you cook it good." Like, nah.
I guess they said that in his hood. I don't know what hood it is.
What's the weirdest thing y'all ever ate though? Like, cause I done ate a cricket. Like, I done ate a bug.
I ate a fried worm.
Oh, for real? How was that?
I mean, it was all right. It was small. And I thought I was eating a needle. It was literally pointed on both ends, and it was like, it was bumpy. Like,
oh my God. How come everything you said right now makes me feel uncomfortable? Jackie's there. What is you eating, nigga?
No.
Bro, pause on your whole
Hell
section.
no. Jackie, why is he getting uncomfortable? All I'm saying is
I
normal
don't
stuff.
know.
You're just weirding me out. Anyway, I ate calamari today, but what was the weirdest thing you ate, Jackie Bear?
Calamari is definitely not weird. I love calamari.
It's kind of robbery. That's not the weirdest thing I've ate. I already said the cricket thing, and I ate chocolate covered ants. So these are like bugs.
Was your cricket alive? Because you have yet to say it was cooked or anything. You just
it was like in a lollipop or something.
Oh,
it was like it was like in the middle of a lollipop, and then like that chocolate covered ants, they were in a candy bar, so it was just crunchy. So it was like a different kind of thing.
Where'd you eat these things from?
I was in Fort Lauderdale wilding out. Yeah, so you ate a worm, she ate that.
Yeah, I ate a worm and you ate that there right there. But like that's about as crazy as I'm going. I'm not really doing nothing crazy else. You know what I'm saying? But
I think frog legs are crazy, really. I never had that.
Yeah, I'm not doing the frog leg. I just don't know. Some things it's too far for me to do.
I heard that they taste just like chicken. I ate gator tail. What's the difference, really? I mean, there's a difference.
Yeah, you ate gator tail without me because we said that we were gonna try gator tail together.
Wait, hold on. Cut. You never got to try gator tail at FSDB. They used to do that shit like every year. Nah. Like they'll have that culture fest. It was like a culture fest. And I used to go to the culture fest and they'll have fried alligator tail.
I never did.
And that was my first place trying it, was there.
I never did. But me and Jackie Bear did have that thing. We were supposed to do it, but she always flake out on me every time I invite her anywhere. And then so I was just like, all right, it's a wrap for you, honey.
That is not the case. Thank you.
What I got a cap for? I'm a Gemini. I'm not a Capricorn. Chill out.
But you capping.
I am.
Hey man. Hey, y'all hit him up. He going at y'all Capricorns. You know what I mean? Y'all heard?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean,
even though everybody in the world knows a Virgo nation, but it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, y'all tell us what's the weirdest thing y'all ever ate, and tell me if she put you on child support after that. That's what I want to know.
So basically, he want to know: did you go out for seafood and get put on child support afterwards?
Oh God, Krabby Patty. And flop like a fish.
Yo, but Joe Budden, check it. Listen, man. From what we hearing him say, I don't even want to say it's the media because I don't like when people blame the media on people's words, especially when they're recorded words. I think bro wildin'. Now, Trap, this your guy. You've been watching that podcast, for a very long time.
5 years of my life.
I know you sitting on the edge of your seat, ready to respond. And give us the deets. So, Go ahead, tell the people what happened.
Well, Joe Budden really just fired his co-host. Nigga, what? He ended it. He fired his co-host, and now there is no more Joe Budden podcast. As simple as that. That is basically what happened.
So basically, he went like, "Trap you're fired."
Right. Exactly. That's basically what happened. So, what did you hear about him and what he said and everything behind that, though?
I mean, I also heard that there was a upset in the fact that he wasn't showing the books on the for the their partnership, what they were doing, and
that's facts. Yeah, that's facts.
You know what I'm saying. So, though they're mad about that, so I personally think that's foul and fucked up, but. It's like I've never really been no big fan of Joe Budden anyways. So, he to me, I don't know. He's kind of trash. It seemed like
you have been a big fan of Charlamagne. And I know you probably watched when Charlamagne and Joe Budden collabed. So were you a fan of them? When they did the wrap-ups at the end of the year and all that? When they worked together and when he appeared on the Breakfast Club interviews and all that?
I mean, I watched the interview, but I didn't watch that them, Charlamagne and them collabing and stuff. I didn't watch that. I don't really rock with Joe Budden. Like, I didn't rock with his music, you know what I mean? And it's not for me.
That's really surprising, actually. I think you would love his music because it's like music, but that's on the side. But all right, so I'm gonna tell you, Joe was definitely in the wrong in this because the thing he signed was a partnership, and what he did with his brothers, he wouldn't show them the accounting, like you said. And they said, and it's been going on for years though, but the fallout with him was, it was like a miscommunication with accounting. And I've been watching the show for years and I've seen them go through ups and downs and signing different deals with different companies and all that. And, Joe is a real self-destructive guy, but what I will say in his defense is that if there's a power dynamic or what it is, and if he says openly that I'm a narcissist, I'm an egotistical, blah 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 blah, so he admits it. So if you're gonna do all this, if you know who you're working with, these guys, Rory and Mal, and I love them all, but it's like, y'all know he admits it. He says it on every single episode at the beginning of the episode. So you know who you're working with. That's why you got to have your business on point from the beginning. And that was their mistake. Even though that's your homie, y'all, $100,000, he lived in the house with Mal. They were roommates for years. He's known him more than 10 years or so, or something like that. I've been watching the podcast for 5 years, like every week. And then when it went to twice a week, I watched it twice a week. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be 30. I was like watching this when I was 26 years old. It's crazy.
Well, I've always said the dude is trash. And I think just because, and that doesn't make him, just because he's quote unquote living his truth by saying, all that in the beginning of his show, that doesn't make it no better. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it any better. And it doesn't mean you can do your people like this, your partners like this. When you're doing business.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's true.
You got to get that shit together, bro. I don't give a fuck about what you are and, you know what I'm saying, all that other stuff. Business is business, period.
Business is business. And that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's what I was saying with those guys. Like, if they would have had their business together, that's why, like, if say I'm Rory or Mal and we going into this thing with Joe and he's saying all this and I know his character, I got to get the business A1 from the jump because, like, even though you my guy, if the business ain't A1, then I ain't got no parts. We still can be homies, but I ain't finna do no business with you. Just because we boys, that don't mean we got to do business. I'm going to support you. I tell people about what you got going on. But if my paper has been affected and you trying to skim off the top and then put me on salary like I'm a worker and we already signed a contract that says we're partners, I can't go for that. That's just me, though. But they was being patient with him because they was making so much money. He was giving them so much money. Like, say, like, I'm saying all this right now, like in the hypothetical, but say, Q, that you was with Joe Budden, you was Warrior Mall. Say he gave you like $3 million a year. Are you gonna be like, hey, bro, I need to see the paperwork though? Da, 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 da. You will now because you're smarter and you learned from their mistake. But before that, it's like I'm already a millionaire. So, and that's why they was like being patient with it. You know what I'm saying? Because the dollar amount went up, bro. They're all millionaires, and it's not like that's their only thing. Rory has Duce Palooza, which is a like a party venue. He sold like the Barclays Theater in New York. It's huge. So he was making money on his own. He's probably making millions for yeah. And
yeah, but so even with saying that, you saying that says a lot because you already making that money, so you still should have been making sure your business was right.
Exactly, and that's that's why he fired Rory because he's more on that business tip. Maul is more like an ethical guy. He's more like, oh, that's my homie. That's my man, 100 grand. But he's a part of the Rockefeller family. So you know who Biggs is. Yeah. So that's his big brother and his manager. So they down with Dame Dash, Jay-Z back in the day, and they go back like that. So he's part of the Rock family like that. So so Maul born into money. Well, he wasn't born anymore because they struggled before all that. But you know, in teens and 20s and all that, he's been around money. He's got access to Jay. He got, you know what I'm saying, to the best of the best. And so he's not a stranger to money, but Maul has a character that is like, it's not about the money. It's about respect and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But
and so that's what
a nigga ain't respecting you if he ain't paying you what you owe.
That's right.
That's not respecting you. So
that's true. And that's why Maul couldn't go for that. And he couldn't sit there and fake it either. When the fans wanted him to fake it, he was like, it was a weird little energy on the podcast. You could see it. And it's just like, Maul was like, bro, this ain't where it's at. And you could just tell. I watched the whole thing.
What I'm going to say, Jackie, what you think?
I don't know. I don't know anything about the situation. So
that's pretty much it.
Listening.
What Trap pretty much saying is it, and I mean honestly, it's just somebody being foul with the paperwork, and that's one thing I always say, like, you know, okay, it's his show, right?
Yeah. So he started. Let me give you a little bit of his story. He started it called "I'll Name This Podcast Later," and then around episode 90 or 1 something like that, they're up to 400 now. So that was years ago. He changed it to the Joe Budden Podcast. So it was a branding move right there at point. They should have seen the signs then. But
right.
Yes. So that happened. And he had already fired another co-host too before that as well.
Yeah. But wasn't Joe and Academics together?
They were, but that was a different thing. And they was doing Everyday Struggle. And Joe created that. They I watched that from its inception as well. I enjoyed it. But Joe created that show at Complex. He left it because he was trying to get, and this is the hypocritical thing. So Joe at Complex, he was in there like, yo, I want to see how much is the company making off of our show, so I can see how much we should be paid and proportionately. You know what I'm saying? Because he was making like 20 grand a month or something like that, something light. But and so now when Rory and Maul is on his podcast and they're like, yo, we need to see the books to see how much the company is grossing so we can see what our 20% or whatever our thing is, our partnership agreement was. We need to see how much we should get to see how much it is in total. He was like, no, I'm not showing you the books. So that's really hypocritical and that's crazy as hell, especially to do to your homies.
Yeah,
that's why I can't co-sign that. And that's why I was like, all right, Joe is wilding. And he's entertaining and I like his music and all that, but I can't go for that. I can't support none of that. That's not what it's about. So he became what he hated. What he was fighting against, he became it.
Yeah, well, that's typically how it is when niggas like him see money and are quote unquote a narcissist and what is the other word he used?
He's egotistical.
Egotistical, yeah. So that's him. And if you're gonna be that way. And that's the thing. Like I've known you guys for a very long time. High school together.
About the same amount of time as you know them all. Ain't that crazy?
That is wild. That's wild. But it's like, I don't, like with me and us, like we done been through some shit, like, and we done seen each other in some real struggles. Like all of us, whether it's in some kind of way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And these niggas live together. That's crazy. That's true, man.
And we only wanted for one of us, like Jackie, you remember when trap stopped being po-life, faux-life and started like wild, and how everybody was like turned up for trap and happy that trap was out of the po-life gang and trap could do what he wanted. And like, that's how we were. That's how we were. And that's how we continue to be. Like, we always proud of the next person's success, and we're not trying to take nothing out of each other's mouths. And I think that your friendship has to overpower that dollar, bro.
Yeah.
You got to.
And that's how I feel too. I was like, I step away from the money to preserve the friendship, because the money is not as important to me.
But see, the problem is, here's the thing. If y'all got money together, y'all winning something and doing something together, then your money should always be right with your boy. This is your day one. This is your homegirl. This is your, you know what I'm saying? Right. This is somebody who you started this dream together. Y'all was sitting in the car, sitting on a stoop, whatever the hell you was. You came up with a brilliant idea. It caught fire. You started to make money. You became very wealthy and rich, but you want to take it all? Like I said, it's a difference in like ownership, but
and they built it together too. Yeah, but they built it together, and that's the crazy part. And so what Joe was thinking, that it got so big because he was a huge rapper, and he wasn't. Maul was telling him, bro, I was with you with them shows back in the day when you was rapping. The lines wasn't around the corner. You wasn't selling out part of the Madison Square Garden and all that. The podcast game took off crazy, and then that's when the money started flowing, bro. They was doing tours. They was on stages. It was like they was sold out in Orlando. They was everywhere, bro. They did like a U.S. tour, bro. They was everywhere. And they was doing big venues. And Maul see him doing that with the podcast, and Maul see him when he was on a tour bus rapping as the rapper Joe Budden. And he was like, nigga, I seen it all, and I saw that this wasn't that. Without us, you wasn't doing that. So don't act like this is all based off of your core fan base, which did give them a boost, but it wasn't to that level. That took years of dropping every single week, then twice a week, and get to know these people and building a fan base like that.
Right. And all of them did that. All of them did that.
Exactly. All of them did that. So they should be paid their just due.
Like I said, you know, Joe is trash. And since Joe's trash, let's talk about some good shit. Let's go to my boy Dave. Hey, Dave, it's your time, man. Go ahead and give these folks a weekly strand spotlight, because we want to smoke some. We just got off this bitter button. Let's get to that weekly strand spotlight, though, man. Let's hear it.
Yeah, we all know what that sound means. It's time for our show's special segment, the Weekly Strain Spotlight. Hi, I'm Dave, and this week we're going to talk to you about some extra special bud that you can purchase with your medical marijuana license. We're talking about that extra sweet flower that will put you in just that right frame of mind. This week, we're going to talk about an iconic Cannabis Cup Award winner, AK-47. This is a sativa dominant hybrid, which means it will give you energy and help you focus, rather than putting you to sleep. Don't let the threatening name of this extra fine flower throw you. AK-47 will leave you relaxed, while still able to carry on your everyday activities. AK-47 may deliver a steady, long-lasting cerebral high, which will keep you mentally alert and energetic. and is good for creative or social activities. Its scent is sour and earthy, but once you taste it, you can definitely tell its sweet, flowery overtones, often described as having a peppery or pine flavor. This strain originated by mixing Colombian, Mexican, Thai, and Afghani varieties, giving a complex flavor and effect. Its effects are often described as energetic, euphoric, giggly, happy, and talkative. Similar strains are White Widow, Strawberry Cough, and Blue Dream. This sativa dominant hybrid is a 420 favorite and available at your nearby medical marijuana dispensary. This is Dave for Marijuana Minutes.
All right, Dave, thank you, man, for that weekly strain spotlight, man. Hey, man, y'all go get y'all some of that shit. And hit me up everywhere and let me know what that shit is. Marijuana_minute. All right, hey, man, Trav, so you seen your boy Kwame Brown or whatever going off? Oh, well, actually, I ain't gonna say he was going off. I say he was responding to what Charlemagne had said about his fam.
Not just Charlemagne, and Becky with the good hair, and a whole bunch of other people. But yeah, so when Charlemagne wilded out, talking about his family being killers and all that, he wasn't having it. And so my guy went out here, snapped off, talked about how Charlemagne had a rape case back in the day with Jessica Reed, and Star broke that story. Shout out to Star. But it was never proven that he did it. He pled guilty for a lesser charge and all that with Charlemagne. Charlemagne has talked about this, and everybody knows it. I think it might be in his book and all that.
Yes, but Charlemagne has consistently said, and is actually proof that he was never charged with it. DNA was never found. He was exonerated from the whole entire case, and he has his paperwork and showed his paperwork. So I don't understand why Mr. Brown will continue or would have brought that up to even, desecrate his character. I mean, of course that's what it was for, but I don't know why, because it wasn't true.
And well, it was a reactionary thing. Charlemagne talked about his family's character and how they all killers and da 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 da, and it made Mr. Brown's family feel a certain type of way, and it was trauma. Charlemagne acknowledged his error, which is a big thing for him, and he apologized and gave himself donkey of the day,
which he does all the time. And when he knows he's wrong, or when he always do that.
But before he gave himself that, he also sent Mr. Brown a cease and desist.
Yeah, but I saw where he was going at Charlemagne's wife and stuff.
Yeah, well, and he also brought up, the rape case and all that stuff. So he did a lot, and I think he clapped at Envy as well. I don't think he did anything to Yee.
Yes, he did. I heard the audio. He went at Yee. He said she don't give a damn about black women.
Love you.
And shout out to Yee. I love Yee too. I don't give a fuck. Yee. Although Yee, if you ever hear this, just say a little more on the Breakfast Club, man. Sometimes you be too quiet, like Jackie Bear over there.
Well, I mean, as quiet folks, we just sit back and listen and evaluate.
All right. Stand up. Listen, so he went at Envy because Envy had on a whole tour, and he had I think he said that he had on like a leash or like some kind of collar or whatever, and he was doing a cheat tour, whatever it was he was doing with his wife, and he went at Envy about that. But he didn't really have too much on Envy and Yee, but just really that. And but he went at Charlemagne the hardest. Let me ask a question. Do you think Charlemagne went too far with what he said? Do you think that was too far, or do you think that was public knowledge and he was just giving the information?
Charlamagne said in his donkey of the day to himself that it was public knowledge, and
I think anything public knowledge is fair game.
I think so too.
But he has an audience. Everybody's not going to do the research, just to play devil's advocate. Everybody's not going to do the research. And Charlamagne talks to millions of people across the nation. So,
but in that thing that Charlamagne, when he said, he did say that on the thing that this was public knowledge. He said it while when he was saying what he was saying to before the donkey of the day. He said it to, and when they were doing the rumor report, and he responded to Yee when he said about talking about the rumor.
But he has a platform. You know what I'm saying? His voice is powerful.
And Kwame does too. He's on.
Yeah, he does now. Yeah.
So he did. He was a basketball player, number 1 pick.
Right.
He don't want nobody talking about that though. He hate when you bring that up. Hey man, I don't know. He started off a video saying that shit. He hate when you bring that shit up. I don't know.
Because his record was so bad. I think I talked to Nuke, and he was like, his record wasn't the best, and Nuke felt like he didn't have any room to get mad. He would not get too mad about people making fun of him, because a lot of people made fun of his stats, including Kobe Bryant, R.I.P., the GOAT. But there was a lot of people who made fun of him, and then Mr. Brown felt some type of way about that. And now he's out of the league, I think, and now he's just clapping back at everybody. But Charlamagne took it to another level, and then that's why he took it to the level. He took it to the flow, and this is Charlamagne's word. He's like, Charlamagne said, "I went low," and then Mr. Brown took it to the flow because he brought up Charlamagne's dirt. That's what happened.
I don't think that was dirt. I don't even think he took it to the flow. I think in the same instance, when you put it like that, I think he just did the same thing, but he just gave out public knowledge.
Yeah.
About Charlamagne's case, yes, that's public knowledge,
But I think when he was going at the rest of them and going at Yee, for one, Yee didn't even say shit.
Yeah, bro. What did he say about Yee? That's what I don't get. About black women standing up for black women. I don't get that. Like, what do you mean? I always think she stands up for black women. Well, all the time. Except for that time with what's her name? What was the girl? They said something about her smelling bad or something like that. Keisha Cole or Keisha something. One of the singers. Somebody said something about her feminine hygiene, and then she did not defend her, and then she came on the show and confronted Yee about that, and she was like, "You did not stand for me," yada yada yada. That was the only time I could see Yee not stand up for black women, but other than that, she holds it down.
Yeah, I don't know what he was talking about. I just think he was just throwing bullets at everybody.
Oh,
and he was just shooting at everybody.
Yeah.
And he ain't really have much. Oh, he also said that ain't nobody dating Yee. He ain't never seen her with no boyfriend.
I thought she said he had a boyfriend for years.
He don't claim her.
Oh.
Shout out to Angela Yee and her boyfriend, man. She do what she do, and she keep her private life private. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't understand what the hell he upset because they ain't no Instagram picture, so it ain't real.
It was acting crazy though when they found out that Plaza and Yee had a history. You ever seen that episode?
They didn't have a history. They just knew each other. They know each other. Like they never dated or nothing like that.
You mean in a biblical sense?
I don't know.
They knew each other.
I don't think so. That's their words.
If you ever listen to this, hit me up if you back what you say in your songs. That's all. What?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did you just shoot your shot on Marijuana Minutes at Plaza?
Oh my God. I felt like my mouth got dry.
Oh, my shit got way, bro. My shit.
I'm trying to drop my mayonnaise in your salad.
What?
Yikes. Jackie Bear. You want somebody to drop their mayonnaise in your salad? Yeah.
Oh, I'm done with y'all. Goodbye.
No, you know that song.
No.
Q, you know that song?
Yes, I know that song.
Yuck.
Yes, I know that goddamn song.
Yo.
But I gotta ask though, because we was talking about two people. So who did you shoot your shot at? Yee or Plies?
No.
Plies.
Okay, well, we're gonna talk about the most disgusting. This is a full circle. The most disgusting thing you ever ate. You talking about mayonnaise in a salad?
So stupid.
God.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey man, shout out to Plies, shout out to Yee. And
shout out to Jackie.
I had to do something just throw y'all off. You know, I try to do that.
Whatever. Plies, hey Plies, hit up Jackie Bear. You hit her up on
Actually, I'm gonna throw my
Minutes.
shot. I'm gonna throw my shot at other people.
Who?
I don't know.
Hey,
We
hold
cannot talk about it.
on. You ain't finna shit on Florida's Florida native, man. You ain't finna shit on Algernon, Washington.
I'm not at all. But
Hey man.
if I would use marijuana minutes as, you know, mine,
To shoot your shot, who you gonna shoot? Who you gonna shoot it at?
there'll be a lot of people. We're not talking about it.
It'll be a
Maybe
lot
next
of
week.
people. Ooh, who am
Okay,
I
who
eating on this?
you gonna shoot them bullets at, girl?
Maybe next week.
Oh my God. First I found out you eating pigtails and pig feet. Now you shooting shots at everybody?
Y'all
Oh my
tune in
God.
to see who Jackie gonna shoot a shot at on Marijuana
30,
Minutes
40 dead
podcast.
bodies. That's
Hey,
crazy.
well, you never know. You never know. I mean, God damn, Jackie.
What? That was crazy. I've never been on the other end of the silence. Usually I'm the worst thing. I'm like, it's a dog. And then it get quiet.
The baby can get it too. I did it again. Success. I did it again.
Oh my goodness. This shit has took a turn for the I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know what. Yo. Trap stopped the bed laugh.
Crazy.
This shit is crazy.
Yeah, you need to chill out. Put your
Yo,
pen down, Jackie.
sit back.
Please.
We need to put you on mute, bro. We gotta mute her mic. Somebody,
I already put my pen down. Thanks.
no, you need to put the mic down. That's what you need to do.
Lord,
God, dog. Yeah, man, Marijuana Minutes, man. You never know what's gonna happen or be said on this goddamn show. And that's why y'all need to tune in, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a mama to tell a grandma to tell a friend. You hear me? Pass me around the church. You know they're doing it anyway. Treat me like a collection plate.
Hit the donate button.
Yeah, man.
Donations. Donate gifts.
So, you know, speaking of Charlamagne, man, and it's so crazy, like, I hate to even really say this, but it's getting hard. Like, he always say the crazy people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida. Yeah, whatever.
Propaganda.
But, I don't know, man. It's hard, dog.
Defend us, Q. There has to be crazy stories in Michigan or somewhere, dog. You just gonna be looking at them.
Man, you know what? I'm about to make it my business to go find a goddamn story in another state.
Yeah, gotta be something. Damn, California, they be wild.
Florida man.
No.
Oh
no. But let me tell y'all, man. Listen, they wilding in Florida, man. But listen, I gotta say two things about this story. But before I give my opinion, I'm gonna go ahead and let my boy Trev. He always, we want to give out the stories and stuff. He like to tell stories, little storyteller. Trev, go ahead and tell the people.
All right, so what
happened in Duval, your city?
Was it
You and
Duval?
Jackie
I
back.
feel like it
You
wasn't.
and Jackie. Yes, it was. You and Jackie. Jacksonville,
Are you
Florida.
sure, bro? I think it was
yes,
South Florida.
it was. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
You talking about the taxi cab guy?
Yes, that was in Jacksonville, Florida.
I ain't recognize none of them screenshots. All right, but anyway, somewhere in Florida, probably not
Jacksonville, Florida. Well,
it was probably Orlando.
Niggas don't want to claim their crazy neighbors, man.
Hey, man, we had a lady in a wheelchair rob the bank now. I claim that because that was downtown. And that happened a couple weeks ago. But we ain't talking about her bank robbery. We talking about a different bank robbery. And this guy, he got in the cab, went to the bank, ran in, got the cash, came out like nothing happened.
4 to 5 minutes.
Right. Took the cab home. He had the money to pay for it, you know what I'm saying? But the way he got the money was not the most legal way, you know what I'm saying?
So my man went in the store and he was dressed, in the bank. He was dressed with gloves on and all that stuff. He had the turban on and everything, and he was ready to go in. The cab driver, which I don't understand, he thought nothing of it. And he said, here's one thing, before I go on what he said. You motherfucker, you in goddamn Jacksonville, Florida, and it's hot as hell outside. You saw this man with some gloves on and a goddamn thing, and you ain't think nothing at the bank?
Well, actually, it's been kind of chilly, in the past.
I feel like it wasn't in Jacksonville,
for some gloves and bro, come on, man.
How long ago was this?
Man,
so it's like last week.
This had to be like last week.
We had a nor'easter the Friday before that. You know what I'm saying? So
because
we did get a little.
It was a bit cold at the beginning of the week of last week. Therefore, I
look at us making excuses.
No. Y'all, I ain't, man. Bro robbed the bank for $8,400. Led the people back, took the cab back home, and the police came to his house. He was arrested. They were unable to find the money or locate the money, and still have not as of I know now.
He probably dropped that money off somewhere.
Yeah, it's probably one of his baby mama houses.
But why stay home if you left? If you left the house to go,
what would y'all do? Why would you?
He probably didn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. That sounded like he was stressing about something.
Probably by getting a car, honestly, because me, I would have did it in like my car, rent car, get a getaway car. I wouldn't have did that, but
in a taxi where
I would have did it. No, I would have did it, but I just wouldn't have took it to the crib. I would have just took it somewhere else and got out and dipped. Because by the time they get the camera, by the time they trace the tag to find out where it is, by the time they trace that track down the cab driver, by the time he come back to the bank to lead them to the house, I'm not gonna be at that location no goddamn more. Because when you drop me off, I'm out.
That's how they found him. Yeah, that's how they found him because he took it to the house.
Yeah. So that's that's what happens in Duval. So they robbing wheelchairs, robbing the cab.
Okay, we did do the wheelchair thing, but we're not taking credit for this cab, bro. I promise you, we did not do this. How we gonna do that back to back? We ain't learning from each other. But that ain't what it is. That happened in South Florida. I don't know what's going on down there.
That did not. Oh my gosh. That happened in Jacksonville.
No, okay, so we're gonna confess. We did have a guy whose screen name was So Freaky, was trying to sell kitty porn online in Jacksonville. That happened here in Orange Park. So that happened, I think that was today. Or yesterday, but so that happened here, but I ain't claiming that taxi guy, bro. Nah. we got Mr. Kitty Point over there, and we got a wheelchair lady right now on the bank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah, we're gonna call her Wheelchair Wanda right there. You know what I mean? We don't know her name, but I'm gonna call her Wheelchair Wanda. She out here robbing the bank. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? She'll get your money and she'll roll out on your ass. You heard me?
on 20s with the
I'll be
top.
honest with you though, she should have put another battery on that bed, bro. Should have had somebody soup that mug up, because she could have actually got away if she had the right ties and the right power behind her. Because she had the chair, she could do a lot of off-roading.
A little jetpack.
And she can get that bitch up to a good speed to about, she can get that bitch up to like 45, 50.
She's street legal at that point.
I'm saying she gotta get that bit altered though. She gotta get that bit altered though and get that bit.
Bruh, ain't anything over 30 is street legal, bro. That's crazy. You talking about 45?
No, that's not necessarily not true. In order for something to be street legal, it has to be registered through the Department of Transportation, I believe.
Oh,
it has to go through rigorous. It has to go through rigorous things for it to be able to be driven on the street all the time.
I thought it was a speed limit. Anything over this amount, that you good on the road.
I'm sure there's probably something there too, but you probably have to be like on the designated bike lane of the road. You probably can't be like going that fast on the sidewalk. But I know to be 45
down the sidewalk, well, that's ridiculous.
I did it on the bike.
You ain't get no 45 on your bike.
Yes, I did. You want to ask my
dog?
What?
Oh,
yeah, I did it. Okay. And when I put them brand new brakes on there, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna try this shit out, and like got that bit up. It hit 30. It hit 30. When it hit 37, I was like, yo, I might hit it. I thought
yours maxed out at 35, honestly.
With the throttle, it'll max out at like 20, 22. But you could unlock the settings. You can unlock the settings for when it's called pedal assist. And then if you alter the freewheel and you do a little modifications and stuff and change stuff, you can and I was always doing shit to the bike. So you can make it go faster or whatever. It's all about leg power. But that's a story for another day. Anyway, look, y'all, we appreciate y'all here on the Marijuana Minutes. This is another episode. It has been real. Hey, you never know what's going to be said on here. You never know what we're going to do on here.
You never who going to shoot that shot at Plies, gang.
You hear me?
And the baby.
Actually, it's either Plies, Angela Yee, and the baby. I haven't quite figured it out. It's still up for debate. Y'all hit me up, man. Minutes. Let me know what y'all think.
Thank you. It was Plies and the baby.
I mean, hold on now. You ain't gonna act like Yee ain't good looking now. Hold up.
Well, I wouldn't know what she's good at there for. I
ain't say she was good at nothing. I don't know either.
Oh,
hey man, this is going somewhere else.
Know.
Right. We just don't pretend like that never was said.
Your name.
Enroll me in class next semester. Please. I want to know. Teach me. Come on,
hey man. But shout out to everybody, man. Holding us down, like I said in the beginning of the show. Shout out to Cassandra.
Gang.
Wanted to view it. Avid listener. Shout out to Dave for the weekly strand spotlight again. Hey man. And Trap, Jackie Bell, y'all have a nice week. And for the viewers, we love you. So y'all remember what we say. Roll up, listen up, and stay caught up.
Gang, gang.
Period.